Hi everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back. I am getting ready to put together a video for you guys, and I'm going to use some beads that I got from my friend Tina when I went to her sale the other day. And I think you're going to like this. It's going to be a 2-strand bracelet. So just bear with me. I'm going to finish getting stuff together and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to make a 2-strand bracelet. It's going to have these beautiful little 3mm. I'm basically going to wrap this around my wrist twice, and then I'm going to give myself plenty of extra space because I'm going to cut this piece in half. So I have my wire, and we're going to make this into 2 pieces, which again, well, I'll measure it after I cut it in half. Let me get this basically in half. And each piece measures 6, about 9.5 inches. So I would like to have used silver with this, but the gold will be fine. And I don't have silver findings for what we're doing today, so we're just going to go with what we got and make this little puppy gold. And if I have time, I'm going to go ahead and throw these on earrings. Just a real simple earring kind of thing. It's going to take a lot of these little black fire polish faceted beads to make this 2-strand bracelet, but that's okay. So I'm going to hold that off for the second strand. This is the first strand, and I want to just go like, let me make sure I'm where you can see what I'm doing. 2, and then 2, a gold bead in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, gold, 4, gold, 4, gold. Now the second strand will be a little different because I'll have to figure out how to run the beads to match. But that's okay. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to start beading that, and then we'll go from there and see how long this is. These teeny tinies are going to be kind of difficult to, let me get a end on here because I don't want to lose it right off the other end. Sometimes they'll surprise you though, and they'll be easier to string than the bigger ones were. So this is actually my third short little video. I'm keeping them all quite short. One, two, three. Help if I wasn't shaking. 4. Gold. 1. 2. Well, he's on the floor, so he's floor bead soup. And as soon as I get this one pretty much strung, and I know how much I'm going to need, I'll pause you guys. I get you about halfway and see how long it is. So let's see about how long that is. So we are at 2.5 inches. That'll be good. So I'm going to finish stringing this part. I'll bring you right back. Okay, so I have this done, and I did add an extra 3 and another gold on each end to get it at like 5.5, I believe is where we're at. Yeah, just under 5.5. So probably could have gone another 1, and I might do that yet. I can decide as I go because I still got to make the next bracelet. So I might save myself the heartache. Let me see how long this piece is here. Yeah, I'm going to probably string from that strand here in a little bit. But I'm going to set this way out of my way because I'm going to need this clothespin. And I don't want to lose those beads. Okay. All right. For this one, I want to put these a lot farther apart. So I'm literally going to put the moon facing that way. 3, 3, a gold, and then we're going to go with, again, the 4, and then a gold. And then I'll probably do like, or I might do, yeah, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a gold, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and string this one, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, everybody, so here's the 2 bracelets. This is the first one I put together, and here's the second one. I did stagger so that the moon and are different. I am going to flip this one around because I do want my crescent moons on opposite sides. I just realized that they were on the same side of the bracelet. Now I will put them back together on the clothespin. And I missed, hold on. I want to be careful not to lose them off the other end. Okay. Now, they measure 5 3/4 of an inch, and I have them pretty much staggered so that nothing actually lines up, which is the way I want it. I am going to take these 2 ends. I'm going to put it through my clamshell, both ends. Make sure I have them both. And then I'm going to pick up one of my crimp beads. Make sure the crimp bead is around both of them. Pull it up to the very end. I'm going to grab my pliers. I want them to be side by side. And I'm going to squash my crimp bead. And then I am going to make sure that I have that squashed down around really, really, really well. Because I don't want this to come apart. Because there would be no way of anybody finding all their little beads from this bracelet if it ever fell apart. Let's go ahead and give it a tug test. Nice and tight. I am going to trim that now before I bring up my thing. You want it close but not right up tight to it. So I have a little bit sticking out. Bring my clamshell up. Line it up with the crimp beads. Or the, crimp bead. Give this a nice little squeeze. I want to make sure that they are on the same sides. He came out of the clothespin. Are you kidding me? I went through, you know what, to make sure that they measured. Oh, well, I guess when I pick it up, they lay out straight. Okay. Of course, we're going to have it fight with, real estate because it is what it is. And then I want to make sure that they are still on the same side. I want it to have nice flow, so I don't want to make it too tight. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to open my clamshell really, really, really wide. Holding my 2 wires so that they're side by side. I'll adjust when I get them in there. Put them through the little hole. And yes, I paused my video to do beading. First of all, with my vision, y'all wouldn't have wanted to sit there and try to watch me get every one of these tiny little beads on there. It just is what it is. All right, let me lay them out there. Get my wires uncrossed. Now they're probably crossed again. The biggest thing is I don't want these bracelets crossed. Let me get them held still for a second. All right. Let me pick up my crimp bead. I'm going to drop it all the way down into there. I'm going to get my pliers out. Give it a nice little curl. Make sure they're lined up properly. I'm going to reach in there, grab that crimp. I'm not going to tighten this, like make it I don't want it stiff. I want this to have nice, flowy, loose, so I'm not crimping tight to my beads. I want to crimp tight to my wire, but not make my bracelet poker straight. And that's on there tight. I'm going to reach in here very carefully. Clip these two wires. There we go. Oh, fold up my clamshell. There we are. And now I'm going to, whoops, I need one more clasp, or jump ring to clasp into. Ooh, that was a little funky when I bent over. Not good. All right, we won't do that again. All right, so this end will get this little booger, which might be kind of difficult for me to do, so bear with me. Right there's the opening. I'm going to open that, put on my, well, he's got to be closed a little better, so we'll go with this side for now. There we go. There you go. Now let's see. It still didn't go back. Come on. Oh my goodness. I went back too far. Go figure. If I held this closer to me, I'd be able to see what I'm doing, but okay, that one's on there. Now let's go ahead and I gotta fix this. I didn't get it shut good. There we go. I actually gotta get one more of those out. I might have one laying here. I do. Okay. So there, I think that's it. There we are. I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, split it apart again. There we go. All done. When you put it on, pretty. Let's go ahead and put our little charm on. I had it crisscrossed, didn't realize it, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be so glad this video's done. I was only going to come out and do one, maybe 2 videos, and this is the 3rd one, and it was probably a little more than I needed to do. Get it on the jump ring, if I can find the jump ring. Hold still. Make sure it's the jump ring. Yep. Put my little moon charm on and close it up. It's got to come back this way just a hair. Perfect. Woo! Make sure it's not twisted this time. So there is the 2 strand. Let me lay it out so you can see both sets of moons and stars. I guess I need to kind of like do that. And the moon. Oh guys, I'm tired. Alright. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you all. Talk to all of you guys down in the comments. Bye everybody.